What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Movie X Kicks, and I know it's been a little minute, but this is going to be the review of Superman the Red Son, coming up right after this. How's everyone's quarantine going? I know that things are a little dismal and dark right now with this whole coronavirus stuff going around, and we kind of don't know the future of, movies in general. As you all know, I love movies, I do movie reviews, so we're not exactly sure when all this is going to end so we can actually, proceed back to the movie theaters or if we're ever going to be going back to the movie theaters. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is when this stuff comes, guys. I mean, it just sucks. It sucks for everybody. We're all stuck at the crib, so we might as well go ahead and get some good reviews done. I'm not gonna dwell on it. We're just gonna try to live in it and just go on. So, but without further ado, let's get into this review. Now, as you see, this is a movie review, not a shoe review. But this shoe went so good with this sweatshirt. I had to bring it up, and it's red goes in with the theme of what I'm going to be talking about. DC Superman Red Son is the newest animation that they released just this past Tuesday. It's from their Elseworld brand. Now, Elseworld is kind of like a different outtake on your superheroes that you love from DC. It's kind of like a different reverse almost side of your favorite superheroes. In this rendition, Superman is actually born in the Soviet Union, and kind of started exactly just like the original Superman, except for this one, it predates, it's nothing current. It starts in 1938, which is kind of the original first Superman originated, and it kind of picks up in 1950 in the USSR. And this movie actually is very interesting. Like, for those who are not a big history buffs, this movie kind of takes place in the 50s, so during the Cold War, and it kind of goes almost kind of like in a decade of almost 40 plus years. And in this rendition, Superman, obviously he is a Russian Superman, and he kind of wants to almost, he has the same outlook as the American Superman, but his rendition of this one is he wants the world to be a peaceful place, and it's kind of like by any means necessary. That kind of, even this Superman is a more of a darker, so he will kill people just to kind of get his way. And another dope thing that I loved about this is, like I said, it is from the Elseworld, so things are in reverse. It also stars Batman, Wonder Woman, and Lex Luthor. Now, Lex Luthor isn't the typical villain in this movie. He's actually the good guy, and he actually kind of President Eisenhower comes to him, and he wants him to actually kill Superman. So that Lex Luthor is his villain in this, but at the same time, he's not. So, and also, like I said, it does also star Wonder Woman and Batman, and they are in totally two different roles. Wonder Woman kind of plays the same role as she always plays, like, an Amazonian woman who really doesn't really like men that much, but she kind of respects Superman's outlook and how he wants to change the world in his image. And Batman was totally different. Like, I have never seen a Batman. This Batman was almost like the Frank Miller Batman, where it was more of a dark theme. He was actually, obviously, he was against Superman in this movie, and he was pretty much almost the grade A villain. And pretty much the premise of it, like I said, is that he kind of wants to Superman wants to build the world in his image, but it kind of does go in the lapse of almost like 40 plus years. That's kind of what I liked about the movie. It is paced very well. It's only like I think like an hour and 45 minutes, and even though it does like I said, a few decades, you get to see the good thing I like about this movie. You do get to see different like periods of history, as far as like the Cold War, the Berlin Wall, the Eisenhower, the Kennedy era. So you kind of get like a sense of all this different history in this different form. So I did love this movie, and also, as you can see, my copy has the little action figure right here. I get all these from Best Buy. This is was 142 of 8,000. So you can only really grab these at Best Buy, and they usually go within like the first day or so. So I always have to make sure like I get them like the first day when they come out, because I collect pretty much all of these. You can see right behind me, these are actually all of them right here. So it's only one I don't have. It's like the Flash, the first the Flash Paradox, Flashpoint Paradox. That's the only one I don't have like this, and I think I seen it online for like $100. So I'm not gonna buy that. So, but in the retrospect of this movie, I really liked this movie. It was different than any of the different DC movies I've seen before. I thought I loved the Russian version of Superman. He was almost like it's just like the American Superman, but he was just darker. Like he would do things that the American Superman probably would never do, like kill people. Like he x'd out a couple people, in this movie, and I was just like, and Batman was so dark. Batman was also Russian, which was an interesting, twist. Like I said, it's the Elseworld, so everything is kind of, in reverse. So, and I did like the things of how Wonder Woman. I liked her character in this movie. How she was trying to be like, even though she loved Superman, not loved him like that, but she respected him in his vision, and she kind of wants to see him win. But then they butt heads a couple times, and they kind of end up going their separate ways. But I kind of love, like I said, everything about this movie because how excuse me. I loved everything about this movie, kind of how, like I said, did with the history, and then the things are different also with Lex Luthor and Lois Lane. In this movie, Lois Lane isn't Superman's love interest. She's actually Lex Luthor's. So I thought that was shocking. I was just like, and actually, the Superman Red Son actually came out in 2003, and it's actually like a three-page issue. So if you want to go back and read that and find it, like I said, and a lot of people, I think, from what I've been hearing, they like the comic book ending better than this ending. The ending, I will say, wasn't that good. It could have used a little fine tuning. It wasn't the worst, but it definitely wasn't the best. But all in all, like I said, this was a pretty solid movie, especially of DC. I love, like I said, I pretty much get all their movies, their animated movies that you can see behind me. Some are hits, some are misses, but this is most definitely probably one of the best ones I've seen storyline wise, and sort of like the depth that they reached on. So, with that said, guys, you can, like I said, you can still buy this movie at Best Buy, or you can rent it online on YouTube or Amazon. So all those. So I would highly recommend checking this guys out. For those who have seen it, drop me some comments. Tell me what you guys thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What? And as always, guys, Mr. Movie X6 is out. Until next time, guys, I'll holler at you later.